What is going on, guys? Sif here. Welcome to the 86 rated second in form Marko Arnautovic player review. This has been requested several times on Twitter and indeed in the comment sections of previous reviews, or recent reviews I should say. So here it is. I know we have a new team of the week and you're probably watching this and the new team of the week is out, but this is still a card in FIFA. It's still worth reviewing, and with team of the year it kind of got pushed back a little bit. But 4-star, 6'4", and then high attacking work rate. Look at the guy's previous record though. He played 38 games, scored 36 goals and got 22 assists. Can't read too much into that. The guy could have been a squad battles player, but you never know. So we currently have a marksman on him. That's actually how I bought the card. And I was torn between this and a Deadeye, and it does entirely depend on how you want to play the card. This gets an extra 5 strength, which I'm sure will come in handy for a lot of people. His heading isn't fantastic. He is 6'4" though, which means he's going to be winning a lot of headers should you want to put the ball into the box. So the jumping has gone up by 10, so that's now even better. You've got a +5 for dribbling, ball control, reactions, and indeed agility, which could come in handy. The agility, I don't think 5 points is going to make that much of a difference because it's still under 80. The reactions up to 86 is very good. The ball control above 90 as well as the dribbling. That's very nice indeed. Where we really see the difference, though, is in the shooting. So 5 on attack positioning, that takes it to 93. That's a good stat. 94 finishing. The Deadeye I was talking about would actually take it to 99 finishing. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, because you do get some bonuses you don't get with this, but you do get the extra strength and physical boosts with the marksman. You get an extra 5 on shot power, extra 10 on long shots. That's important to me, personally, because I like the time finesse. I'm sure most of us do. But I use... most of my shots are time finesses. I don't know why I said I use. Most of my shots are time finesses from outside the area. Even inside the area, I will probably end up time finessing it at some point. So that's that long shot and shot power combination, very handy to have. And again, volleys and penalties, it's a nice bonus, but it's not really essential. The balance there, the only stat that really concerns me, because it's so low and he's so tall that any sort of knock on his frame, yes, he's got the strength to stay on his feet, but if he's off balance and he's taking a shot or something, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. But we've got that team wrapped around him. It's not the best team in the world. It's not a terrible team, but it's not the best team in the world. It's just full Premier League. It's very similar to the side that I reviewed Luis Figo in. I've got Lucas in there instead of him now because that loan is finished. And I think I've brought Zaha in instead of Torreira. Torreira's a defence-minded player. Having 3 defence-minded players in the midfield wasn't really working for me. Let me show you the formation that we actually switched to in-game, because I don't stay 4-3-3, although I do stay similar. Go to instructions. We go into a 4-3-2-1. So instead of having Torreira there, I've now got Wilfried Zaha there. A bit of an attacking option going forward to help with long shots and things like that. No instructions on him. Marko Arnautovic's instructions are literally just to stay forward. At the moment, anyway, because it's a case of I don't know how I'm going to want to use this card, because he's not the slowest player in the world. He does have 86 sprint speed. So you could use him to get in behind, and then you have 92 strength in order to sort of keep the ball at your feet. So I don't really know how to use him. A target man is another option. At the moment, it's just stay forward and do your thing, and we'll see how we get on. Rivaldo switches to the right, Lucas to the left, and that's pretty much it. So without any further ado, let's get into the gameplay. So this would actually be my 3rd opponent of the review so far, and incidentally, it's the first opponent that hasn't got the 86 Arnautovic. It's a decent looking side though. He does have a bronze in there. I'm assuming for chemistry, and he'll make a sub as soon as the game starts. If I can take kickoff before he can make that sub though, I'll be very happy. There you go. Right, we can take kickoff before he can press pause to make the necessary changes. We might forget, you know, we might just end up using the bronze. Arnautovic using his strength to get his way down to the byline almost. I mean, play it back to Robertson. This is Fabinho. This is going to go into Arnautovic. Oh my god, what a start for Marko Arnautovic. He made that what it was, because without him, that wouldn't have come about. He got himself down to the byline, played it back, got into a decent position. It was a fantastic shot, albeit a time finesse, and we lead 1-0 in 2 minutes. This is Arnautovic again. What a terrible first touch from from Arnautovic. Well, that's the first bad. I mean, he's only played 8 minutes of this game, but even in the 2 previous games, the touch wasn't that bad, so I can excuse maybe one of them. Zaha, Fabinho. This is Arnautovic. Threads the ball through to Lucas. Gets his shot off. It's just wide. Unlucky. Fred again here. Arnautovic. Good save from Courtois. Needed to be as well. We are bombarding this guy right now. Fabinho. Costa. This is Arnautovic using strength. All he has, really. Still has it. Arnautovic. Oh, it's a great goal from Arnautovic. And that has brought us back level. He's a very good opponent, this guy, but Arnautovic then displaying that 92 strength with the chem style in all its glory, just would not relinquish control of the ball. It's a great finish as well, and we're back level. Fabinho, good ball inside actually. It's going to come to Modric. Bang, we are in the lead, 4-3. Good ball, and again, there you go, good ball to Alejandro Gomez. Try and put this into the penalty area. That's a very good ball. Back across it goes. Arnautovic has hit the post from point-blank range. Well, that would have capped off what would have been a sensational performance for Arnautovic. As you can see, we're in the lead now. And I'll remain with you for the final few moments of this game. Can we defend this lead and win the game in which we were 3-1 down at one point? We can get that clear. We could probably get the ball up to Arnautovic. Oh, he's got his foot in there. And that should, in theory, be all she wrote. There are a minute or so left, but Modric with the interception, and here we go. Arnautovic using his shielding, gives that out to Robertson. I'm just going to run this into the corner to run the clock down. Shielding from Robertson. In fact, I'm not going to run the clock down at all. I'm going to go for the cross here. It's a good ball back into the area, and it's a goal from Fred backstick to make it 5-3 right at the end of the game. I mean, theoretically, the whistle should have gone by now, but 2 goals from Arnautovic on the day. We've come from 3-1 down to win this 5-3. An absolutely fantastic performance. And if it wasn't for Arnautovic, I honestly don't think we would have been able to do it. Because he was an integral part of that comeback. That was one of the more enjoyable games of FIFA I've had in a while, that live one. I've played, like I said, I played a couple of games beforehand. I've played a couple of games since. And I've got a general gist of what this card is all about. And it kind of reminds me of FIFA 17, not so much FIFA 18, but FIFA 17 in particular, where Arnautovic got himself a couple of informs, and he turned into this sort of cheap Ibra. And now that we have a 90-plus flashback Ibra that you may or may not have completed, I'm not sure if it's still available, but this is a cheaper version of that. It is a strong, tall, skillful player with exceptional shot power and strength. You've got very good ball control and dribbling skills. It's a very, very good card. It's not going to suit everyone, of course. There are going to be some people out there who don't find it quick enough, and if you use a 4-2-2 or something, with 2 strikers, then this was, in my opinion at least, that's where the strength comes in, because he's going to be able to hold up the play. You're going to have like an Aguero-style player next to him, and then it's going to work rather well. If he's a lone striker, then sometimes I think you might struggle when it comes to getting past defenders, because of course, like I said, he doesn't have the pace, he's not agile, he doesn't have the balance. But for me personally, I used a 4-3-2-1, so he is kind of like a lone striker, but I use my left forward and right forward as my main goal scorers. So Arnautovic scoring goals for fun was pleasant to see, because he's actually a very good card that I'm seriously considering trying to fit this guy into a permanent team, because I normally review players and I think, they're good, but I don't think I'd really get on with them long term, They're not really my style of player. This isn't actually my style of player this year, but he was so good and so effective because he doesn't feel that slow, which for someone of this guy's stature, 6'4", with as much strength as he has, normally what you get is, say, 70 acceleration, 70 sprint speed, but he feels quite quick. He's not agile, but he does feel quite quick. He's very good in front of goal. His positioning is fantastic. Honestly, the only negatives that I could really find were sort of balance, agility style negatives. It was never really anything that put me off. It was just a little bit slow in turning. You can't really weave through people while sort of running at them. But so long as you just hold down strength and run at them, they're not going to be able to get the ball off you anyway. This guy is brilliant. and I really like him, and I would definitely recommend him to anyone looking to improve their striking options, unless you have sort of 90 rated icons or whatever. But yeah, definitely look out for this. This is a good little card, and at the moment he's around 70,000 coins, which is a very good price point. If you have enjoyed this review, do me a favour, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.